thanks for joining me. Today I'm reviewing the Beverly Hills MD Deep Wrinkle Filler. I previously posted an unsponsored personal review of their dermal repair complex on YouTube. Recently they reached out to me and asked me if I'd like to review another product for them, and I jumped at the chance. I really enjoyed their dermal repair complex and their customer service is phenomenal. So Beverly Hills MD sent me this product to try out. Stick around to see how it works and whether or not it's something you'd like to add to your beauty routine. For those of you looking for something specific, I've added timestamps in the description box below, along with a discount code that Beverly Hills MD kindly gave me to share with all of you. Now, what is it? Well, let's take a look at the back of the box. Beverly Hills MD Deep Wrinkle Filler is designed to instantly reduce the appearance of even the deepest lines, wrinkles, and creases. Advanced ingredients blur, soften, and fill in flaws while nourishing skin to create a perfected, youthful-looking finish. In a nutshell, it's a professional-grade topical filler designed to diminish the look of fine lines and wrinkles immediately and in the long term. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? But how does it do it? The fine lines and wrinkles that we have on our face are a distortion in the surface of the skin. When light hits our face, the distortion then causes a shadow, which makes the wrinkle or crease visible to the human eye. That's why good lighting is so effective when recording or viewing the human face. But we can't always control our lighting.
She's a two-face.
We'd look pretty crazy if we all walked around carrying ring lights with us, wouldn't we? So to create the instant results, the Beverly Hills MD Deep Wrinkle Filler acts more as a light reflector that diminishes the shadow that the wrinkle or crease creates. But how does it do it? Well, add another reason to the list of why diamonds are a girl's best friend. Beverly Hills MD Deep Wrinkle Filler uses, yes, diamonds. Well, more accurately, diamond powder to reflect light away from the wrinkle or crease and illuminate the shadow. Why diamonds? Several properties give them one of the highest levels of luster for a non-metallic mineral. The combination of their transparency, a high refractive index, basically how quickly light passes through them, and their dispersion, or separation of white light into colors, makes them ideal for this application. Now, what about the filler part of the Beverly Hills MD Deep Wrinkle Filler? In order to affix the aforementioned diamonds where you need them, because let's face it, they're not going to stay put on their own, they have been infused into a blend of medical grade polymers to fill in the distortions on the surface of your skin and get to work on those pesky shadows. What is a polymer though? Well, simply put, a polymer is a large molecule made up of chains or rings of linked repeating subunits, which are called monomers. So a polymer is a string of monomers. Now, I understand that the clean beauty trend tends to make people a bit squeamy when it comes to words that sound a little too sciencey, but don't let that word bother you because polymers can be naturally occurring and synthetic. For example, your own DNA is a type of polymer. I won't go into too much more detail than that, but if you'd like more information, there's some easy reading link down below. Okay, so now we are filled and reflected, but what about those long-term benefits? Well, this is where the active ingredient Tightenyl comes in. It's reputed as a special biolifting ingredient to help improve surface texture. This term biolifting threw me. I searched for a definition on the old interwebs, and this is what I managed to cobble together. It's minimally invasive, designed to slow the aging process, and intended to support the body's own renewal processes of the skin, which should in turn lead to a rejuvenation of the skin as well as a reduction in wrinkles. The basic idea of biolifting is to activate the self-healing powers of the skin. Well, once I got that a bit sorted, do you think I stopped there? Oh, no. My ADHD brain wouldn't hear of it. So I headed on over to the information about Tightenyl. This active ingredient is marketed by Givaudan as the Skin Matrix Biolifter. Their website indicates that it targets the synthesis of sulfated glycosaminoglycans, or SGAGs for short, and proteoglycans to enable the reorganization of the ECM, or extracellular matrix, fibers like collagens, elastin, and hyaluronic acid. The associated claims listed on their product page are impressive. They include anti-aging, anti-wrinkles, reducing fine lines, firming, instant firming, and regenerating, repairing, and revitalizing. I digress, and we'll get back on track as to why you're watching. If you're curious about any of the previous information, I've left some of the links in the downstairs. Does it work? Without further ado, let's find out. First, let's see how we're supposed to use it. The instructions say, suggested use. Apply a small amount as needed directly to deep wrinkles. Pat lightly with fingertips or applicator until blended. Allow to dry for at least 1 minute before applying makeup. Let's open it and see what it looks like. Both ends of the box are sealed. That's cool. It's clear plastic and it looks a little bit like a syringe without the needle. Pretty cool. I like it. Before I apply it, I'm not wearing any makeup. I rarely do, but the instructions did say to apply this before the makeup. So I've only done skincare at this stage. I just want to check out the viscosity on my hand. Okay, not sure if you can see that. It's very creamy. I wish I hadn't stopped the camera to set up so I could put it on my face. I rubbed that into the back of my hand, which in the last year or so has gotten really crepey and thin. It literally instantly blurred the texture on the back of my hand. I'm already impressed. I'm not going to use the applicator directly on my face, and I'm just going to apply it on the right side so that you can see the difference. I have half of an 11, just a 1 on that side, and I have longer line on this side. Tapping it in, and then I have fine lines around my mouth as of late that are really starting to get more noticeable. Interesting scent. It's fragrant. I'm gonna use it a little bit more. Feels kind of like a rich eye cream. It feels very hydrating. Okay, and then I also have some texture underneath my eyes that is starting to really get more noticeable. Just using the tiniest amount. You can always put more on, right? I feel like I might need a little bit more under my eye there. Now, I haven't opened this yet. I mean, that was the first time I opened it. This is my deepest line. I somehow raise this eyebrow all the time without thinking about it. I'm just gonna see what happens when I put it there. Oh, well, that one is quite different. I'm supposed to wait a minute. About my skin, I'm 47, and texture-wise, I have some fine lines and some deeper expression lines around my mouth, eyes, forehead, you know, where they normally form. And my skin is really dry and can get really flaky if I don't stay on top of exfoliation and hydration. However, I've had no procedures done on my face, like fillers or Botox. I know that on camera, when I'm recording, what you see is really different from what I see. This is what I see. This is totally smooth. Wow, that's amazing. I can still see the 11 or the 1 that I have. This is a little puffy because I didn't sleep very well last night. This is quite noticeably different around my mouth, what I'm seeing. So what do you think? Can you see a difference? Am I close enough? Am I in focus enough? I checked in with my husband and I asked him if he could see a difference. And I said, it's only on one side of my face. And he said, I don't know. One side is shinier. I'm not sure. And I said, okay, which side is shinier? And he said, this side is shinier. And I said, okay, well, this is the side that the product is on and it's designed to blur that finish, right? So far, I'm really impressed and I really like this. But I've only ever tried one wrinkle filler before, and I had a hard time layering makeup over it. It was quite some time ago. That's why I want to apply the foundation over it and do it on both sides to see if the difference shows through. So I'm going to do that now. For context, this is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk in fair/light. And I'm going to apply it with my fingertips and then blend it out with a damp sponge. I am not over the moon about this foundation at all, but it's what I currently have to work with. Like I said, I don't normally wear makeup. I'd like to be able to. It's more about texture. Sometimes when you put foundation on and it settles into those creases and it just makes it look worse. That, and we're usually wearing a mask when we go out. I'm going to do that and then we'll see if we can see a difference. Okay, so let's see if you can see a difference. What I was looking for in the, sorry, I hope I didn't blind you. What I was looking for in the magnifying mirror was pilling, because that's what I experienced previously with the wrinkle filler, which I've learned since then isn't just about the quantity, I mean, a little bit about the quantity of product that you put on, but also the base, so water and oil, right? I've learned that that makes a big difference, but what I find with this foundation is it has these weird like grains in it that sort of turn up. I don't know what they are, and I have to knock them off my face when I use it, and it stings a little bit, but it smells pretty good. This smells like coconut. This is quite floral. I think it would be problematic for some people that maybe have a sensitivity to fragrance. It was more floral when I initially applied it. It's since dissipated, but I don't see any pilling, which is awesome. I noticed that after that 1 minute wait period, you could really see a much greater effect. Sometimes, like I said, what I'm seeing in person is totally different versus what you're seeing on your screen. I've recorded this in 4K, 30 frames per second, natural light. It's totally overcast today. I just want to give you the most detail possible. But let me know in the comments what you think. I really would appreciate your feedback. What had me initially excited about this was those instant blurring effects. Because I don't wear much makeup, I was hoping to find something that I could wear with just a light BB cream or something like that. Ultimately, after doing all the research on this, what has me most excited is that active ingredient, Tightenyl. The long-term effects are what I'm really looking forward to seeing. So now that you've learned all the details about this product and you've seen it in action, you might be wondering, well, how much is it and where can I buy it? I'll take you over to the product page on beverlyhillsmd.com right now. As of today, you can see on their site that it has well over 200 5-star reviews. You can also see that it retails at $125 USD. But here's how you can reduce that price significantly. By simply creating an account, you can see that the price drops to $49 for one tube. Also, there are additional savings available based on the quantity that you choose. On top of that, you also get free US shipping on any order over $39. And given that this is $49, that means you get free shipping. Also, it's backed by an incredible 60-day money-back guarantee. Those are some pretty significant savings, and it's risk-free. Another way that you can access some great deals is by signing up for their newsletter. And I know lots of people say, oh, I don't want another newsletter cluttering up my inbox. And while I totally understand that, you'll also be sent some really interesting articles from both Drs. Lakey and Daniel Poor about anti-aging and some crazy amazing deals. For example, the dermal repair complex that I tried previously, that's how I saved a lot of money on that product. But you'll also hear about new products and have access to try them first, which is pretty cool. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know. Are you going to try the Beverly Hills MD Deep Wrinkle Filler? Did you see a difference when I tried it? Well, I don't know about you, but I really liked what I saw. Would you like to see a follow-up on the long-term benefits? And are there any other Beverly Hills MD products that you'd like to see a review on? I can't wait to read your comments. That's all for now on this one. Until next time, thanks for watching.